Background is nice, right? So I made a post today saying that Masicka is not a good artist musically, right? And Jamaicans seem to be in an uproar. Many of these new artists in the last 10 to 20 years are not good artists. You like them, they're popular, and they have a cult following, right? Everybody have a cult following now, and when they say something about who they don't like, who they love, they get all in a tizzy, right? Masicka fit a mold that's marketable to dancehall trap music, and he's not the best dancehall or most commercialized or have the loudest pop when it comes to dancehall music. That would go to Skeng or Skilly Ben, right? They have a pop. Would that say they're musically melody talented? That's debatable. But Masicka is not. Masicka is also strikingly dark skinned, handsome. So girls are gonna follow him. And the fact that in Push the Badness, which Jamaicans just love, they're gonna follow him. Drugs and scammers and all them things there, you're gonna say, oh yeah, that's popping. But it's not, he doesn't have songs that will last 10 years from now. You're not gonna look back and say Masicka made the melodies that you can, outside of the club, that you can look at and listen to and dissect and love it. Now, it's not biased, even though Vibes Cartel is amazing. It's not called Vibes Cartel or Vendetta, because I had a bias against a lot of these new dancehall trap artists, but I gotta give them the credit. Valiant is an amazing artist. Najee Boy is an amazing artist. They have melody. They're just good. Some of them I have to give it to. You know what I mean? Rajari, and they all have their own tick. Masicka is in the league of Tommy Lee, where it's kind of who recognize them, but Tommy Lee's pop is bigger than Masicka. The world is a demon. Like, you know what I mean? And we have many artists that follow suit beyond that. Masicka is just the Jamaican version of the industry plan. I said it. And many artists right now, if you say something to them, he's probably going to send some people to come murder your, you know what I mean? To basically, you cannot dare say anything against them, but they're not. And Jamaicans right now, Jamaicans do not love dancehall, because to me, if Jamaican love dancehall, they will recognize more dancehall artists like, what's his name again? Rasta Youth. Chronix. I'm not talking about Chronic Law. Chronix. Chronix is probably the greatest artist that come out in the last 10 years out of Jamaica. Just a mastermind of it. Chronix can be compared to J. Cole and Kendrick, the amount of thought and melody. He's the modern version of Buju Banton, right? Somebody who is thinking of his lyrics to not just put shock value of drugs and gun and gal and mouth and none of that. He's shock value music. And it's perfectly I put this video out right now because the Michael Jackson movie just dropped. Now, you might not like all of Michael Jackson's songs. Even the songs you don't like, you recognize that this guy put years of effort into making one song. A song don't just come out of his head and he's in the studio and say, yo, it's so nice. You understand? And the reason why I came to the store and I want to make this bold statement is because dancehall just put out finally a dancehall rhythm, because dancehall, I love the YFLW whatever rhythm, but that's not a dancehall rhythm. The first truly dancehall rhythm that I love is Hilangoli, because that's a beautiful rhythm. It's cultural. Like, you understand? That rhythm, Stephen the Genius, big up yourself, will transition for a while. That rhythm will carry through. And the first thing I see is one guy talking about, oh, why them don't love Masicka? Because Masicka takes something from the past and no. Stephen the Genius did that with the beat. Stephen the Genius took an older beat and Hilangoli, right? And did something created new. Masicka just jumped on it like everybody else. And his song was not, well, you could tell that his song was just in the studio with Make It. Elephant Man put some thought into it. And even if somebody don't really put that much effort and work into it like Valiant, Valiant of them, na 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 na. That Valiant really understand melody, so he's one of my favorites now. You know what I mean? And it's not knocking upon these new artists because I really like artists like Iwata. Iwata really, really thought about his songs when he put it out, and for Jamaicans, they would never understand because all you listen to is dancehall music. Y'all can't tell me who Annuel is. Y'all don't know who Tokisha is. Y'all don't know any reggaeton dembo. You only listen to what you listen to and you know what you know. And because your friends like it and you like it, that's what it is. You don't branch out like me. Because in my mind is, I say when I speak patois all the time, my mind is I sit there and listen to Morgan Wallen and Thomas Brett, you know what I mean? Brett Thomas, or whatever his name. I listen to country music most of the time. I listen to melodies. I was just listening to Dolly Parton. You understand? I listen to songs not just because they're hot and new and pop and they're from my artist. I listen to songs because they're timeless. Paul McCartney. I was just listening to Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. I listen to these songs and I dissect them. I say, okay, these songs put effort in. The background, somebody really always put work in it. Somebody get up. Like the greatest artist right now in the world, the most thought, the most thinking artist, if you want to be an artist, you must strive to be like this is Bruno Mars. Everything Bruno Mars does is well calculated and well put together. Now, when it comes to a dancehall version of that, Masicka is somebody I don't see striving towards that with his music. And there's plenty of good artists out there. The majority of them right now in dancehall are the women. I'm a big Spice fan. Big Spice fan. So I really want to be biased against Shensia, but Shensia is really putting out amazing work. Shensia really right now is not the song because the song is hot and popular and she look good. The song, I hear some run, run. Shensia and Vibes Cartels put it like Shensia is on a very hot run of good music. Now Masicka have hot music, popular music, because they're gonna play in the club. And right now, money pull up is what dictate dancehall. That's why everybody outside of dancehall love dancehall music, except for Jamaicans, because Jamaicans want to hear the trap music. They want to hear the same shit that's popping in the club. Thank you, Alexa Marco, for calling that out, because that's what you want to hear, dancehall trap. And Masicka's dancehall trap. Now, when you take that into context, trap music doesn't really have a lot of melody. If you want to put that into place, trap music in any genre, dancehall trap, British trap, New York trap, is not really melody. You can even put the mumble rappers. Mumble rapping is better than trap because the bad booty, cooking up coke with the oogie, like you know what I mean. The ones who call mumble actually have more melody than trap. Gang, gang, bang, bang, dang, dang. You know what I mean? But wap. It's not a melody, well thought of song, or it just portrayed the message that this person is trying to put across, and what gets put out there. Masicka to me is the male version of Dolce. The songs are not really substantial. I'm not going to listen to it 10 years from now. And to prove that, I'm listening to songs before I was born. I'm listening to the Drifters. People I've never met, people I'm not supposed to hear, and I'm like, yo, these people, why can't people be Sam Cooke or Ray Charles or this? You understand? And it's not about an old man thing, cause them young artists say I do it. Like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was amazing. That Lucid Dream was even the title alone is amazing. You understand? Like the Kodak Black, I've been telling people Kodak Black before them started recognizing Kodak Black was Kodak Black or 21 Savage was 21 Savage, because I recognize they have something. And it's not a gatekeeping society when it comes to music in dancehall. It's who bring the gang, which drug man back them or who back them, and that's you get to push out. You understand? There's this beautiful artists all over the world, but Masicka and majority of the artists that you like, to me, that's why the man with the dreadlocks or the everything else, that thing, that's why he's dying out, and you can't even debate that. Because you don't make forever music. Y'all making right now music, and he's just one of the most popular, if not the most popular right now music guy to you. He's not You understand? It's not this background is amazing. It's not it's not music. Because music would take somebody you don't like, you don't want to listen to. Because it's people I don't like. I don't Vibes Cartel, I don't agree with what he's doing, what he did. Or Megan Thee Stallion. You hear me put a lot of time on Megan Thee Stallion up and down. But Megan Thee Stallion is definitely amazing with her stuff. Whatever, and Sexy Red. I don't agree with. I don't want to put Sexy Red on these young girls out here. You know what I mean? My booty hole brown. Like, but Sexy Red dropped. I'm looking for the whole bang bang. Like it, Sexy Red in her category is putting out what her category demands beautifully. Because there's a category for everything. There's a category for dancehall trap like Masicka. But this guy is somebody who's grooving with what's going on. There's not one song I heard from Masicka that I said, yo, this guy really probably put in two years of work of it. And you can tell artists used to do that. You see artists like Kanye or Usher used to go away for 2 years and come back with a masterpiece. And I'm like, yo, every time you see them go away, you know they come back with something. You used to look out for it. Masicka nah do that. You understand? You're not hearing that. And it is really drowning because even Cartel is not the Cartel we knew. The Cartel before he locked, matter of fact, Cartel in a lockup was dropping some stuff like, you know what I mean? She feel hurt, could tell her earthquake. You want to breathe, girl, take a sperm break. Money talk, bullshit walk. She said me right, but right off the chalk. At the truth, man, I talk. Matches our spark. Man to man, couple up like the arc. Like, he was saying, he was dropping something. Like, I'll give you a song that's Cartel. This is a Cartel song that's probably like 16 years old right now. Probably older. Pimpin', you're thinking what I'm thinking. Tell me when I was everything I learned. Even if I don't say what. Go on. And just not to make it a Cartel Masicka thing, Movado. Like Idonia, Busy. Those are artists. And if you want to come Alkaline is an artist. Valiant is an artist. These people are artists. Najee Boy is an artist. Dexter Dap is an artist. Shensia. These people are artists that's making a melody that if you don't listen to the words or dance or just singing the melody, you understand? You would say, okay, this is nice. Just the melody alone. If you say the words or sing the song to somebody who don't speak your language, can you portray to them as a good song? No. If somebody who do not understand English listen to the melody of that song, you're done. And I dare you, put the money or show me. Let's do it. We can go outside, ask people who speak Chinese, what do you think of this melody? And it won't transition, but y'all are so blinded. And as a matter of fact, someone I get peer, and that's your bread and butter. I'm not gonna knock you. Most of the people on my comment was DJs. So them not gonna push you back them because that's them dog and them don't want to get excommunicated out of this cult of dancehall. But it's not good. As a matter of fact, dancehall not good for a while because man now dance a woman, a woman now dance a man. Be a woman want dance other woman and I mash up the game. We're just not doing that. We're just not doing that. Right? Let's go.